Good morning, everyone. We'll continue here in the CHOFETZ CHAIM, Klal Vav, the 6th chapter over here, talking about how careful we have to be makabel, to listen to and accept the words of Lashon HaRa that we hear. We can see this b'chush in reality. Shemishu shemei Lashon HaRa, when someone listens to Lashon HaRa, av she'ein b'dayta lakabla, even though he doesn't intend to accept it as being true, nevertheless, he gives encouragement to the person that is speaking Lashon HaRa to continue in his evil ways. Because if when the person speaking Lashon HaRa would see that the person is listening to him, so since that he sees when he opens his mouth, so the other person is listening to the Lashon HaRa that he says, he'll continually spew out the words of slander and Lashon HaRa without holding himself back. And the next day, another opportunity will arise. He will repeat his sin again and again and again. He'll constantly be speaking negative things about his fellow Jew. He'll heap one nasty accusation upon another, because since that you, the listener, bent your ear to listen to what the medaber, what the person speaking Lashon HaRa had to say, you're encouraging him to say more. Again, even if you have no intention to be makabel, to accept what he's saying is true, but the mere fact that you're listening and you're showing some kind of an interest gives fuel to the fires of the speaker. However, says the CHOFETZ CHAIM, on the other hand, if from the beginning, when Reuven was speaking Lashon HaRa, and Shimon, who was going to listen, ends up saying to him, I don't want to hear about anything that I didn't see with my own eyes. Or at least he shows like a very unhappy, disapproving face, because that he was subject to hear Lashon HaRa. So then Reuven, who's speaking Lashon HaRa, will be much more careful in the future. He's not going to tell over negative things about other people, because he realizes that these comments end up being a shame for himself, for Reuven. Because people think that that Reuven now is the big Baal Lashon HaRa, he speaks Lashon HaRa all the time, and that hurts his own reputation and his own image. So therefore, says the CHOFETZ CHAIM, the person will be much more careful to speak Lashon HaRa when you show that you are displeased. Like the Rabbeinu Yonah mentions in Shari Tshuva, and that is the following concept. And that is that when someone listens, when a listener accepts Lashon HaRa, you should know that he has the same outcome as the speaker. Because the person who's speaking Lashon HaRa says, oh, you see, the fact that someone's listening and they accept what I said, it must be then that what I'm saying is true, and therefore it's okay what I'm doing. And therefore, if you end up listening and you give fuel to the fires of the medaber, the one who's speaking Lashon HaRa, they believe that you are enabling them to speak words of slander. So therefore, the listener himself then is going to be included in the category of the punishments of the one who's speaking Lashon HaRa. And therefore, says the CHOFETZ CHAIM, be very careful. When someone's about to speak Lashon HaRa, be strong and say, you know what, I'm not interested in listening. Or at least make a disapproving face at the person to show them that you believe what they're doing is the wrong thing. And that will stop them, and that will stop you from being punished together with the Baal Lashon HaRa, those people who have a hard time controlling themselves from speaking words of Lashon HaRa. Have a wonderful day.